Welcome to a special Great Day Live. It's a new year full of new possibilities, and we want to help you set those New Year's resolutions and conquer them. Over the next hour, we're going to introduce you to a number of local businesses that want to help you start 2023 in a positive way. Whether you have financial goals, fitness goals, or maybe you want to focus on your mental health, we've got you covered. Great Day Live starts right now. Every year, one of the top New Year's resolutions is to get your finances in order, whether it's to pay off debt, save for college, or maybe just save more in general. So that's why we're kicking off this show at Raymond James Financial. I'm with Edwin Fox, financial professional now for 23 years. And Edwin, tell me a little bit more about Raymond James and how you can help people reach their goals.
Well, let me say that Raymond James, it was started back in 1962 in St. Petersburg, Florida. It started publicly traded in 1983, and we manage about $1 trillion of assets for clients. But Raymond James, one of the most important things about Raymond James is it provides data about investing, data about saving, strategies. We have all kinds of tools that can help people budget and just figure out where they want to go by the time they get to 65.
Why is it important to start thinking about investing in this new year?
Well, one of the things, right now, as you notice, the market's been going down the past 12 months. And this is, for some people, it creates a lot of fear. But this is really creating a opportunity because we're seeing quality stocks that are now down 10%, 20% or more in value. So this is a great time to take a look at maybe some of these stocks you should add to your portfolio. And keep in mind that with inflation out there as high as it is, and you just look at the average inflation, the cost of living goes up 25% every 10 years. So this is so looking at these value opportunities to add to your portfolio will help you out when that time comes at 65.
And what do you suggest people do to prepare for inflation or to prepare for a possible recession?
Well, that's a challenge. First thing I tell everybody is take a look at quarterly statements that comes in. Review how assets are performing. And then take a look at, are there some assets in there that maybe it's time to make a change? But again, in making these judgment decisions, I would recommend that you reach out to a financial professional and get a second opinion on what needs to be done related to your portfolio. Because the economy is changing right now. And that means different companies are responding differently in this recession. But the other thing I would say also, take a look at your personal budget at home. Do a budget, see how your cash flow is going on for your home, and is there an opportunity also to pay off some debt, especially going into the holidays.
Absolutely. And so what tips would you offer somebody for investing in an uncertain stock market like we have right now?
Well, the first thing, stay calm. Don't make any rational moves. Because again, what we're seeing right now, we see it every 10 to 12 years, from period to period. And again, this is a time to take a look at what opportunities are out there, looking at these stocks that have been discounted. And then the other thing I would say is that this is a time to rethink your strategy, where you're at, where you started at, and where you're going to go over the next 5 years or 10 years until the point that you get to 65.
And what's the first thing you tell people before they even start investing? Maybe they're new at this.
First thing, you need an emergency fund. You need 3 to 6 months of income put away for these circumstances that arise that you may not be prepared for. The second thing I would say is that you got to have realistic expectations. For example, let's say you select a portfolio or investment. Have an expectation of what type rate of return that you are trying to get for this investment. Maybe it's 5%, 6%, I don't know. But you got to have a realistic expectation. The other challenge is, what is your risk tolerance? Right now, with the market been going down, you got to have a lot of risk tolerance. So you want to be sure that you don't take on too much risk.
And what's the first thing people should be investing in?
Well, first thing people should be investing in, if you are working for a company and the company has a contribution plan, participate in it. Don't ignore it. Ask human resources how it works, or reach out to a financial expert, but participate in it. And then if they are doing matching, be sure you match, you get involved so that the employer will match dollars into your retirement plan.
All right, so if people want to reach out to you and connect, how can they do that?
Sure, just go to www.raymondjames.com//St. Matthew, or you can Google Edwin Fox, or you can call my office at 502-896-0084.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Coming up after the break, we're going to take you to a business in Louisville that wants to help you block out the inside noise and be present in your everyday life.